Okay. So I think you have all submitted your answers for the activity. And the types of liabilities are, we have the long-term liability and the current liability. So long-term and current. I think you all had that.
Yes, sir.
Now, the long-term liabilities are those that are expected to be paid, or they fall due or mature to be paid after 1 year or beyond 1 year, right? That's the long-term liabilities. And the current liabilities are expected to be paid within 1 year. So that's the difference between the two. The long term has a longer duration for payment, but the current is very short. Within 1 year, you have to pay. So examples of long-term liabilities, as we see from the examples of liabilities we listed, will be the loan, debenture, and the bonds. So these are the long-term liabilities. And then the remaining creditors, bank overdraft, expenses in arrears, income received in advance are all current liabilities. Okay, because they are expected to be settled within 1 year. No supplier will be waiting 5 years to collect its money from the business. Okay, within 1 year. Sometimes not even a year, a day, 2, 1 month, they are taking their money. Okay, and then bank overdraft is not supposed to last for longer. I think you can ask your parents about this bank overdraft, especially those working in the public sector, because it's a facility workers rely on when the monthly salary is not in. We take this overdraft, immediately the salary hits the account, the bank deducts it with a little interest. Okay, so it's normally paid within a short 1 month. It should be paid off. And then expenses in arrears. If you are owing your landlord for rent, you would have to pay. You can't wait for years before. Okay, but bank loans take longer period, sometimes 7 years, 6 years, 5 years, etc. So that's the distinction between the long-term liabilities and current liabilities. Great. So dear professors, I think I'll use the remaining time to review what we've done so far today. So today we started looking at the types of assets, and you all appreciate that we stated 2 types of assets. 2 types of assets. And dear professors, what were the 2 types of assets we stated? So let's do the review of the lesson. Yeah, Portia, I would hold on to you. All's well. All's well. Let me call you first on this one. The 2 types of assets. Please state them for me. What and what?
Fixed assets and current assets.
Thank you. That's awesome. Fixed assets and current assets. Great, great, great. I think we all appreciate what the fixed assets are and current assets.
Yes.
And then we saw that the fixed assets are also classified into 2. The fixed assets, they are also classified into 2 types of fixed assets. Who is going to tell me that one? Of Bridget. I think I'll call Bridget before Portia. Bridget.
Sir, please, tangible assets.
Awesome, awesome. Tangible and intangible. Great, great. I'm very impressed. So just for the purposes of, familiarization, let me see if I can get us some of the things that we discussed as the intangible asset. So you remember I spoke about trademarks, and I wanted to show you some pictures of some of the trademarks of companies around the globe. So yes, the screen is loading. I think you all appreciate some of these symbols. This is for Google. You see, we have McDonald's, we have Pepsi. Some of them are not too familiar. Yeah, you see Nike here and Apple, right? And then BMW. Immediately you see this symbol, you know that, hey, this car is a sharp car, right? So these are the trademarks I was talking about. Okay, they are unique symbols that
Yes, Mr. Kansi.
Oh, Prof. Okay, let me see if I can make it a bit. I can enlarge it a bit.
There is no showing at all.
Oh, it's okay. It's not showing at all.
Yes.
Oh, my bad. My bad. Let me share. Let me share. Oh, thanks for the prompt. Okay, so let me share. Okay, so sorry, I was only sharing my. But even if you don't see it, if you go on your phone, Google, and then you type trademarks, I think you see a lot of these trademarks. Okay, so unfortunately, I don't know. My screen doesn't want to share that bit for you. Okay, but if you go on Google and then you you search for trademarks, you see that Coca-Cola has one, Google has it, Samsung, you see all of these things there. Okay. Then we spoke of copyright, goodwill as all intangible. And then the tangible ones, please limit yourself to those that were listed like plant and machines, land and building, office furniture, fixtures and fittings. Okay, those examples. Limit yourself to that. Okay, great. Then we went on to look at liabilities as the financial obligations or debt of a company. Okay, and we saw that some of them are fixed. Some of them are long-term, others are current, right? Okay, so professors, hopefully in our next lesson, we'll look at capital, what it is, and then I'll add on these two elements, expenses and income. Okay, then from that, we'll look at the almighty double entry principle. The almighty double entry principle. And that's the bit where we're beginning to think about debiting and crediting. Okay. So you can read around it, but don't worry, we are going to do justice to the double entry principle. So professors, I think I'll leave you here, but I beg you, please research more on assets, liabilities, either on Google or on your phones. AI is there. And those of you who have the textbooks, Terror series, if you have that one, or Frank Wood, you can check for some of these assets. Or better still, you can get the syllabus. Okay, I think I'll share some of these documents with you, and you'll know the scope of things you have to do. So I think I'll pause here for questions from professors. Then we'll call it a wrap. So professors, the ball is in your court. Question time. Ask me a question. Otherwise, I'm going to ask you a question. Okay, so Portia just answered that no question, no question, no question. Akoli Augustine, no question. All's well, no question. Austin Akoli, no question. Bridget, no question. Josephine, no question. So Mr. Amwa, no question. On the no question note, I think we'll call it a day. Thank you, professors, so much. If for some reason you haven't submitted your activity, you can do so. Okay. So So enjoy the rest of your day. Remember me when you are eating, so at least I can also join you virtually. Enjoy the rest of your day and take care of yourselves. Bye.